So I want to take you to the Frog Street website where there's some really cool things that are available. Not sure if you've ever utilized this functionality, but I just came across it recently and was shocked that it was there. I don't remember having seen it, but I think it could provide a lot of value for you as you plan your lessons individually and when you're planning with your team. So if you'll start by going to the Frog Street website, that's www.frogstreet.com. Once you get there, you'll get to a screen that looks like this. The next thing that you will do is hover over the word curriculum and then go down and actually click on pre-K. This is the screen in which you'll log in to Frog Street. So you just come over here to the portal login, enter your username and password, then go ahead and log in. Scroll down just a bit. You see lesson planners here. Go ahead and click on that. And if you scroll down, you see each of the Frog Street units. So you would go ahead and select the unit that you want to focus on, whatever week that you are on. Open up that document, and there is so much information here. This is obviously Unit 1, Week 1. You have got what you're focusing on in terms of letter knowledge, character education, your vocabulary for the week. And then if you scroll, you'll see this is broken down by day. You have your morning circle and what they suggest for each day. Music and movement. Here are the Frog Street components that you would use for a read aloud on this particular day. This way to pre-K. It gives you some specificity, introduce the vocabulary, talk about people in the school, and again, it does that for each day. There's a section here that talks about weekly learning centers, and again, it's broken down each day. Your pretend and learn, construction, library, listening center, that kind of thing. Here, you've got literacy learning centers and some specificity. Here's math and science. It has the pre-K guidelines. Here's some science and social studies and your closing circle. It even has a section for outdoor learning, which I think is great. And then basically a list at the bottom of all the pre-K guidelines for each day. And here, if you want to click on that second tab, just kind of a laundry list of the SEs, the pre-K guidelines for that particular week. But again, once you're on this page, you can select any unit, click on it, and select the week. And it gives you lots of great information. I think sometimes, particularly in pre-K 3, I don't necessarily feel like that people are utilizing this particular tool. Maybe you were like me and you didn't know that it was available, but it is here and hopefully will make life a little bit easier. Obviously, some of these are extremely generic. On this particular one, you see it just says morning message, and again, you're talking about building community. So it doesn't give you everything you need, obviously, but at least it gives you kind of a starting point. But I love that here, we have nursery rhyme. Here we know which book that we're going to be utilizing, so we can pull that in advance. So I think that it would be very, very, very helpful, and to ensure that each of you guys are on the same page. I know particularly in pre-K3 it looks quite different from room to room, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, but I think that we're underutilizing the resource, and it's a fantastic resource, and it's what we have. All of us now have access to Frog Street and its resources, so why not utilize those when they're there? Again, another great tool that you could sit down and plan with your team, adding specificity, but again, it gives you a starting point. So hope this was helpful. Maybe you are much smarter than I and you've known about this tool and been utilizing it for quite some time, but I feel that maybe you guys are like me and haven't, or you've seen it and maybe not utilized it or haven't thought about it, but I think it would be a great tool. So much assistance in terms of helping you plan for the weeks ahead. So thank you.